I'm Edward, and this is Blue Collar Traveling. I'm in Boise, and I'm gonna go over some of your options of what to do, what to eat, and where to stay. So first things first, I'll go to Google Flights, I'll type in the city I'm flying out of, I'll type in the city I'm flying to, and a calendar pops up with a list of prices, and I'll pick the price that works best within my budget. First up is the Idaho State Capitol, which was completed in 1920 and has a replica of Liberty Bell in the front. The Capitol was unusually bright, which is a symbol of enlightenment and justice. You can tour the Historical Treasurer's office. They also have a small theater with a documentary about the history and construction of the Capitol. You can learn about the history of the Lois and Clark exhibition and other historical displays and artifacts. Unfortunately, when I was there, I couldn't see the House and Senate chambers, or at least see them from the balcony, which was disappointing. The legislation is only in session between 75 to 90 days a year. They also have a gold leaf George Washington statue, which was nice, and overall it was a good Capitol and worth the visit. Next up is Freak Alley. This is the largest outdoor mural gallery in the Northwest, located in downtown. But truthfully, it's pretty small, maybe about a block or so, but it's worth taking the time to see. New murals are added regularly, and it's great for pictures, but it showcases the city's culture and artists. There's no real theme, and the art's kind of random. Again, this is downtown, so parking could be a challenge, but check it out. Next up is the Boise Art Museum, which is located in downtown. It's a small museum with mostly modern art. They could use a little more variety, in my opinion. They had some good paintings, and the museum is very clean. I wouldn't recommend it for kids under 8. I also felt like security was following me around, and other people, which made it kind of weird. To be honest, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I'm kind of neutral, so you can decide whether or not you want to go. Next up is the Anne Frank Human Rights Memorial, which opened in 2002 and is the only Anne Frank memorial in America. You can spend a lot of time reading the monuments, and the stories are humbling. It's a quiet and peaceful environment, and you can easily spend an hour there. When I was there, the waterfall wasn't working, and to be honest, it wasn't well maintained, but it's still worth a visit if you're visiting Boise. Next up is the Boise Depot, which is a historic Spanish-style former train station, which was closed for renovations. It's got a great view of the downtown, so if you've been there, leave a comment and tell me what you thought. Next up is Platt Gardens, which is a man-made garden with great views of downtown Boise. It sits on a hill next to the old Boise train station. It's a well-kept garden and will be great for picnics, and I would recommend you check it out. Up next is the Old Idaho Penitentiary, which opened in 1822 and closed in 1973 because conditions were considered too dangerous and cramped for the inmates. It is a self-guided tour. The exhibits are very detailed with interesting facts about many inmates who were incarcerated here. They also have weapons that were confiscated by the guards, which, to be honest, was pretty creative on the inmates' part. But this prison really reminds me of the movie The Shawshank Redemption, with the cells, showers, laundry room, and the yard. They also have paranormal tours, which makes sense since the prison is so old. But my favorite part was the weapons exhibit, which includes weapons from American wars, including the Revolutionary War, Civil War, World War I, World War II. They also have swords, cannons, machine guns, and mortars, and this is definitely worth checking out, and I highly recommend it. Next up is the Idaho Botanical Garden, which was established in 1984. The garden is 15 acres located next to the Old Idaho Penitentiary. There are 7 main gardens featuring native and adapted plants. The garden is peaceful and relaxing with great views, and it is well maintained overall. I had no problem with parking, and to be honest, it wasn't the best garden, but it wasn't the worst. But if you have time, it's something you can check out. Next up is the Aquarium of Boise, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure aquarium is the right word. I've literally been to pet stores bigger than this aquarium. They do have interactive exhibits, and the staff is very friendly, but they are very limited. I wouldn't recommend this aquarium unless you have children under 5. Next up is Zoo Boise. It's a small zoo located in Julia Davis Park with over 100 species. To be honest, it's not a bad zoo. It has most of the animals you would want to see, and the animals do seem well taken care of, and the zoo is very clean. The price is fair, but heads up, parking won't be easy. But overall, it's a solid zoo, and it is worth a visit. Next up is the Discovery Center of Boise. This is a science museum with interactive exhibits. It's very clean and well maintained. And to be honest with you, the center is small and I thought it was very overpriced. The dinosaur bones are cool, but there isn't much else to see, and unless you have children under 5, I wouldn't recommend it. Next up is the Boise Greenbelt. It's great for walking, biking, and fishing. It's almost 25 miles long and has great views. The Greenbelt also connects to parks and downtown. You can go kayaking, surfing, and stand-up paddleboarding. It's good for all ages and skill levels. But keep in mind, there's no lifeguard, so be safe. I'd recommend visiting it. It's a great time and it's very beautiful. Next up is the Allen Noble Hall of Fame. Allen Noble was an investor who provided a home for Boise State athletics, and he loved Boise State football. Boise State has produced over 20 Olympians, including wrestling, track and field, and golf. So far, none of them have won any medals at the time of this video. This is a really good Hall of Fame, giving a good look at the tradition of Boise State athletics. And the best part, you can see one of the most unique football fields in all of college sports. Known as the Smurf Turf, this stadium is very impressive and worth seeing, and I would recommend it if visiting. Up next is the Basque Museum and Cultural Center. The Basque people came from northern Spain and southwest France, and their language is one of the oldest in Europe, and not known to any other language. The museum gives you a look into the lives of the Basque people and their lives at the turn of the century, but also gives you a look into their daily lives. There are also interactive stations. I really enjoyed the boarding house, which is one of the only preserved homes in America for the Basque people. You can see how they lived, slept, and ate, and learn how they adjusted to American life. They usually shared rooms. The home wasn't fancy, but it was practical and affordable. And they weren't just places to sleep. They preserved a culture thousands of miles from home, and I would definitely recommend checking this out. Next up is the Idaho Military Museum, which opened in 1995. The museum has artifacts indoor and outdoor which cover Idaho's military involvement. Many items have been donated by local veterans or by the families of local veterans. The museum covers most major American wars. The museum is small, but it packs a big punch. For me, the highlight was the World War II memorabilia, including uniforms, medals, and personal items. Outside they have tanks, armored vehicles, artillery, and planes, and the best part is, it's free. All they ask is a small donation, and in my opinion, this is the hidden gem of Boise, and I highly recommend it. Next up is Boise, which is only open from early December to mid-April. So when I got there, it was basically a ghost town, but it looked like it could be fun. If anyone's been there, leave a comment and tell me what your experience was. Next up is Camel's Back Trail, which is about 1.7 miles, and it's close to downtown. Going up the steps can be a bit rough because they're pretty steep. Other than that, it's not too bad. The trails are well maintained and lead to several different trails and has a great view of downtown, and I would recommend this hike. First up is Good Times. These are wood-fired bagels. I got the hot pastrami. The bagel had good texture. It was fresh. The pastrami was good. I thought it was a little bit pricey, but overall a good meal. Next is Goldie's Breakfast Bistro. I got the chicken fried steak, which was good. The gravy was really good. I liked the corned beef and hash. The eggs were cooked well. It was a large serving. The staff was friendly, and I would recommend Goldie's. Next up is Moon's Kitchen Cafe. I got the stuffed French toast, and it was amazing. The raspberry compote was good. The lemon cream was really good. The sausage was good, but nothing special. But overall, a great meal with great service, and I would recommend them. Next up is Barbecue for Life. I got the ribs. They had the perfect amount of fat, very tender. The pulled pork was very good. The sauce was delicious. The mac and cheese was creamy. It was a really good meal, and I would recommend this restaurant. Next up is the Casablanca Cuban Grill. I got the chorizo and croqueta, which were amazing. I also got the ropa vieja, which was really good. So were the plantains. The rice and beans were solid, and overall a really good meal with excellent service. Next up is Luciano's Italian Restaurant. I got complimentary bread with oil and balsamic vinegar, which was good. I also got veal parmesan, which was delicious. Underneath it had linguine. The garlic bread was good. I would highly recommend Luciano's. Next is Pad Thai House. I got pineapple fried rice with shrimp and chicken. It was delicious. It was sweet and salty. The cashews added good texture. They had great service. I would recommend this restaurant. Next is Maza Mediterranean Grill. I got the chicken kebab bowl. The pita and hummus was good. The chicken was delicious. The rice was great. The veggies were really good. And I would highly recommend this restaurant. La Quinta Inn and Suites by Wyndham Boise Town Square. The hotel was clean, the staff was friendly, I had plenty of space in my room, all the amenities worked, I slept good, they served breakfast, waffles, potatoes, sausage, eggs, juice, cereal, the usual stuff. They had a washer and a dryer, a pool and a gym, and I would recommend this hotel. It was my best deal in Boise. Next is the Hampton Inn and Suites, Boise Spectrum. The staff was very friendly. They had plenty of parking, great location. I was right next to the freeway. The room had plenty of space. The beds were very soft, so were the pillows. I slept great. They also served breakfast, eggs, bacon, biscuits and gravy, waffles, oatmeal. They also had a washer and a dryer, plus a pool and a gym. This was my best room in Boise, and I would recommend it. All right, so I'm back from my trip from Boise, and I had a good trip. I have to say, Boise is definitely a slower pace of life. There seems to be less traffic. There's a strong sense of community, and I always felt safe out there, so I enjoyed being there. Even the service seems to be just a little bit slower, only because they're so nice out there, asking what's your name, where are you from, where you're going. They want to know you as a person, and that's not something I'm normally used to, but that was a nice change. But with that being said, I have to be honest, I do not see Boise as a tourist attraction. I think that my curiosity got the best of me. I know recently a lot of people have moved down to Boise, and I kind of want to know what was going on. Turns out not much, but it's a very nice city with very nice people. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind living there someday myself, but I just don't see it as a tourist destination. So with that being said, if you like what you saw, leave a comment, like and subscribe. That helps spread the visibility of my show. Thanks for watching.